What's up, y'all? Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be showing you how to get the lowest Roblox ping possible, blah blah blah. Let's go. So first off, I need you to get Fish Trap. Alright, that's this. I'll be having it down below for you to get. Trust me, it's not really hard and it's really easy to use. So yeah, once that's up, just make sure it's installed. I have fast flags here. You'll need to worry about this later. Alright, so before I can get you to the network optimizations, you need to actually download buffer bloat remover, just in case, because Roblox actually intensifies your ping through buffer bloat. Alright, so you need to download this. I'll give you the video in which it shows you how to run this, but yeah, just download this, run it as administrator, and it should work. And yeah, once that happens, you should be good. And then now you're supposed to just launch this. Now you should make sure that your router is it should be away from the ground. Your PC should be off the ground. It will help you have better internet connection. Make sure you know the obvious. If you're from a third world country, odds are I can't really fix your ping, but this will achieve the best ping you can have possible. So alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna need you to press save and launch. Boom. And then what I'm gonna need you to do is join a base plate game. Alright, so here we have a literal base plate. Now, while you're in here, you need to go back, go over here. You need to go to integrations. Now it should go, where is it? There we go, query server location, alright? And then once you're here, you'll have to go over here and go to server information. And if this isn't in your most local server, you need to rejoin or try and see if you can join a different server. So for now, I'm gonna go pause, and next time you'll see me, I'll be in my most local server. Alright y'all, I'm back and I'm in my local server, and we're just gonna turn that on. I'm gonna show this, and as you can see, you should have decently low ping. Right now I have a nice consistent 40. Now it's fine if it spikes a bit, but if it's like constant over 20% spikes, you should be having, that's like a bit of an issue. So let's say it's just like going from 40 to like 70, 40 to 70, 40 to 70, your ping is still inconsistent. But the buffer bloat should really stop that, and you should be good. Alright? Now, there's one more tip I need to show you. There's one more thing. Now go into fast flags. You need to go to rendering and graphics. You have to set anti-aliasing quality to 1. If you're on a low-end PC, disable this. If you're on a low-end PC, disable this. And if you're on a low-end PC, disable this. Frame rate limit, you need to set this as high as possible, because the higher the FPS, you can see here, I'm pretty much almost reaching 1,000. The lower your ping will be. If you have pretty high, if you have like 60 FPS, your ping will be around like 70. Yeah, as you can see here. Alright, so I'd honestly raise this to like 10,000 if you can. Preferred lighting technology. You should put this to voxel if you have a low-end PC. Otherwise, you can put this to future. It doesn't really hurt your performance that much unless you have a bad graphics card. Alright, so rendering mode, DirectX 3DX 11. It's very rare that DirectX 3D 10 gives you an FPS boost, and the rest just suck. Alright. Alright, so we're here. Once you exit out of the game, you have to disable Roblox telemetry. That would be right here. scroll up for me real quick. Alright, make sure this is checked. Now we go here. Now I'm going to explain all of this for you. There's not really a lot that you need to copy. I wanted to make it simple. So basically, the DFIntConnectionMTUSize. This is the lowest it can be. People say you should put it on 900, but honestly, it's really mid. Plus, you might still have ping spikes. So honestly, if you're having, you really need to test 1472, then go to that base plate game, see how you do. You know, 1472 should be consistent. 576 is really the lowest MTU size you can go. If you have connection issues, then just raise this up to 600, then do 630, then rejoin, then all that. And then make sure you're testing, when you're testing the MTU size, you have to make sure that it's on your favorite game, because your favorite game might spike. It really is different for every game. But generally, around 500 to 700 ping shouldn't hurt, assuming you have all these optimizations enabled. Alright, so what all of this is detail switching distance. So, the detail of the meshes are basically like a 3D object that are modeled. Let me get a picture. This is not a mesh, but you can see the 3D part of this, the 3D part here. And that's a mesh because it's not just a simple block, it's actually modeled. You see, just imagine that in a game. It will reduce the quality of that mesh depending on how far you are. This is honestly the optimal thing because it lowers your buffer bloat even more and makes it easier to run things. Now here's the quality level override. Honestly, if you're on a mid to high end PC, I'd leave it at 14. You don't have to raise it up to max because honestly, it's not really optimal for your PC. You should set the MTU. Oh yeah, never mind. For the quality level override, you can set this to 1 if you have a low end PC. Once again, that will make everything look tacky. But of course, you low end players are used to it. Alright. So yeah, you just save that. You go back into the game, and now you should have pretty good ping. I'll show you how low my ping can get in a second. Alright, so we're on an actual like normal game that people play, and we're currently averaging about 40 ping right now, but this can actually go as low as like 30. There we go. You saw that 30 spike. It's actually just loaded. But you have to make sure it's optimized. Remember, for every game it's different. But you see, I have the whole graphics. It doesn't really look that bad. Make sure you have the graphics here turned down all the way to 1, alright? That's an important tip, alright? There we go. And when you turn that down, you should be good. I'll show you what happens if you turn it up to max. It's going to be a little bit more spiky. You see, it's going to be a little bit higher than normal. But generally, you should be good. Turn it down to low. Viewing distance doesn't really matter to an extent, so if you're playing a game like Speedrun 4, maybe it would be worth turning it up, but generally you should be fine. And that's about it. See ya.